San Francisco is known worldwide for its atmospheric waterfront, where spectacular views are framed by historic piers, and sights and sounds are constantly changing. We come to the shore for exercise, relaxation, ball games, entertainment, recreation, markets, exploration, a wide variety of attractions, all easily enjoyed from piers and public areas along the bay. Today, the waterfront boasts more activity than ever before, hosting over 25 million visitors every year. The Port of San Francisco manages 7.5 miles of the city's waterfront, from Hyde Street Pier and Fisherman's Wharf to the cargo terminals and natural shoreline at India Basin. The port preserves historic architecture, such as Pier 70, and the ferry building and piers that form the Embarcadero Historic District, a national treasure. The port also supports 10 different maritime industries, alongside a diverse mix of commercial and recreational attractions, making San Francisco one of the most vibrant working waterfronts in the world. But did you know that our waterfront faces serious challenges? A major earthquake could damage the seawall that supports many historic piers and the Embarcadero roadway. Rising sea levels are predicted to cause flooding on piers at high tide. Major repairs are needed to save many of the piers. The port is at a critical turning point. It's time to plan for the future of San Francisco's waterfront. This year, the port is updating its master plan for the waterfront. The port formed a Waterfront Plan working group to invite a wide variety of viewpoints, including residents from all over the city and Bay Area. And other volunteers are participating on advisory teams to share their expertise in urban design, finance, engineering, and maritime operations.
The Waterfront Land Use Plan has guided the use and development of these lands for the last 20 years. Major physical changes are taking place along our waterfront, and now is the time to update the Waterfront Plan to continue improvements that will keep our waterfront vibrant, public, and resilient.
The biggest challenges facing the waterfront are mostly out of sight: an aging 3-mile-long seawall along the Embarcadero roadway, and sea levels that are expected to rise 3 to 6 feet by the year 2100. Occasional king tides provide a preview of what daily tides could be like in the future.
Seawall was built over weak soils, young bay mud. The next major earthquake will cause it to move bayward and settle on the order of several feet. Without urgent repairs, this will damage the Embarcadero roadway, the promenade, the underlying utility structure, and the historic bulkhead buildings.
We've been fortunate that over the last 100 years, we've only had less than 1 foot of sea level rise. Scientists are predicting that over the next 100, we're going to see 3 feet to as much as 6 feet of sea level rise. Imagine that. Life as we see it along the waterfront is going to be drastically different. The piers are going to be flooded. The Embarcadero is going to be flooded. Our transportation system is going to be heavily impacted. All of it is going to be impacted.
Unfortunately, the port doesn't have the financial resources to repair all of the deteriorating historic piers, let alone the added funds needed for seawall repair and adaptations for sea level rise.
It is clear that the port cannot pay for the seawall reinforcement or to deal with the effects of sea level rise on its own. It needs to raise enough money to take care of its properties and to take care of the deferred maintenance on its properties. There is no way, absent outside funding, that the issues of sea level rise or the seismic condition of the seawall can be dealt with.
As engineering studies begin to address seawall and sea level challenges, the working group is focusing on more immediate issues that guide the port. Please come share your ideas about recreation, pier activities, shoreline habitat, historic preservation, transportation issues, and environmental protection.
We know that this planning process is not going to have one question and one answer. We really need the huge diversity of opinions about how people feel about San Francisco's waterfront, and we really want to hear all of those opinions.
Big challenges call for big decisions. Now is the time to explore new and creative ideas that will protect and preserve San Francisco's unique and iconic waterfront.
Now is the time to get involved to help shape the future of our waterfront.
We need that debate. Please come down, get your voice heard. Engage in this process.
This is your waterfront, and this is your opportunity to get involved. Be part of the solution. Help San Francisco create the waterfront we want for the future.
This is really to dream big and think about what our waterfront looks like for all San Franciscans today and for generations to come.
Please get involved with this planning process, as it will set the framework for what's coming at the port.
Find more information about the Waterfront Plan update and upcoming meetings of the working group on the Port's website.